Yo, YouTube, what up? Welcome back to channel Adrian TV, and y'all know me as Adrian. But before we get into today's video, y'all know what y'all need to do. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment all the videos. Also, follow me on Rumble where I post as well. And also follow my other YouTube channels, the Room 1031 channel and the Room 1031 Clips channel. Now, before we get started in today's video, y'all know what I always suggest to y'all. To the men and women who are smart with their money, please invest in cat food and dog food, and also do not buy the bag of goods that society and your parents tell you, because what's in it? That's right, trash. So on this video, you may see the title. I'm going to react to a video I did, or I want to say a few weeks ago or a month ago, about who should be the leader in a relationship. So I'm going to play that video and react to some comments. So let me play that video. Men and women, who should be the leader in a relationship? Now, me personally, I would say the man should be the leader in a relationship. And women often say, well, that man isn't good enough a leader to lead me, which I get both arguments. But my question to you is, y'all, who is the leader in a relationship? Because I do believe there's always one leading at the end of the day. Now, my personal opinion is women are leading a majority of men because the frame of a relationship is in the woman's frame. Now, as you see from my video, I did say men should lead the relationship, but I do feel a majority of women feel like they're in the lead role in the relationship is because they don't feel a lot of men can lead. And like I agree with both points, and I do agree more with women on that. So one commenter, Raymond Valdez, said, a relationship doesn't have a leader. Next, you're going to say women shouldn't talk back. Now, by the name Raymond, I'm assuming that's a guy, so just keep that in mind. And the next commenter also said, depends on the person and depends on the situation. If you have a truly good relationship, you have a balance and will naturally lead when appropriate. There's no assigned 24/7 leader. Now, from those two comments, those were from two men. I don't know what your age range is or experience with women, but I would say the majority of women would prefer for their man to lead. And if you don't believe me, I did a video, I want to say a few weeks ago, of why I said the name of the title was Most Women Lead in Relationships. So let me play the clip from that video here. And if you're a woman watching this and saying, well, what makes you think the women want a leader? I'm gonna play a clip.
So what I'm saying is that women want a leader. You guys can say whatever you want to say. I want an equal partner, whatever. Women want a leader. They want a guy that's going to make more money than them, taller than them, stronger than them, concise, decisive, etc. You don't want an equal. You want a man. A man is supposed to be a leader. Men are supposed to lead relationships. It's always been that way.
I like a guy that can lead.
Thank you. Someone's being honest.
There's times where I just want to kind of lean back and kind of feel like a woman,
because femininity cannot exist. Femininity cannot exist in chaos, and the only way for chaos to be dismantled is for strong leadership to be there.
But that you have a man that can lead doesn't mean that he's gonna lead the relationship like himself.
Girl, if you have like a manly man, if you have like a manly man, and that's your man.
Yep. No, everybody. I think most women should want a man that can lead, right?
From that clip, a majority of women do want their man to lead. They prefer to have a lead. From those two commenters, do you see what those grown women are saying? They will prefer a man to lead. Now, the woman that was in I think the white turtleneck, she said, just because he's a man doesn't mean he can lead. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. There are a lot of men who I don't feel are fit to lead a relationship. I completely agree with her. But that doesn't change the fact that I feel a majority of women do want their man to lead, and they don't want to lead the relationship. And if you don't believe me, I did have a female commenter comment on the video, and she said this: I've led before and severely unhappy. Now, if the guy can't leave, I refuse to enter into a relationship with him. So to those two men, do you hear that? See, women do not want a man they can lead, because if the woman gets with a man she has to lead, a lot of women will think that that man is a loser. In other words, women will be like, why am I even here? And she also continued, women can't complain men make them masculine, but they're choosing staying knowing these were femme men to begin with. No one can make me something I'm not. And notice how she used the adjective femme, short for feminine. If a man cannot lead the woman in a relationship, a majority of women will think that man as feminine, weak, less than. I just applaud her honesty because a majority of women aren't open with this. They'll keep it in their group chat with their homegirls, or talking when they go get drinks or whatever. But it's rare that you will hear a grown woman actually be honest about this. And she said, we are all adults. We have to be accountable for how we want our lives to be played out. Don't date a femme man and wonder why he can't lead. Notice once again how she said, don't date a femme man and wonder why he can't lead. And you know what? She's absolutely correct, because I ran into a situation where I knew a grown woman, and she pulled me to the side. She saw my videos and she got to know me and sees my work ethic, my determination and grind. And she was like, Adrian, I got a question for you. I was like, okay. She's like, and she just recently had a son. And she's like, well, how can I teach my son how to have work ethic, drive, want to work out? In other words, how can I teach my son manly characteristic traits? But here's the thing, I seen her husband. And so since we have this rapport and I'm open and honest with her, I was like, if you want those traits, why didn't you have a child with a man who has that? Because looking at her man, you could tell he doesn't have those traits. He may be a great provider and a nice person, which leads to tell me he's a beta male provider, but he doesn't have those masculine traits to lead. And that's what the commenter, what she hit on the head, that's what she's referring to. Because what she said at the very end of that comment, I'll put it up again, don't date a femme man and wonder why he can't lead. So apply that to the story I just told you. Don't get mad or wonder why your son doesn't have these masculine traits when you did not marry a masculine man. Now, I know that's a very loaded, being a masculine man can be very loaded, and I'll probably break that down in another video. But as I said in previous videos, I don't even think you can consider the man masculine if he doesn't have his money right and in shape. Because men, we do judge other men off that, because if the man is in shape and has his money right, that lets us know to other men he's disciplined and he has some type of work ethic about him and he makes smart decisions. But y'all, let me know what you think. And do you think men should be the leader in the relationship? Now, once again, I do believe men should be the leader in the relationship. But since a majority of men aren't men anymore, I don't think a majority of men are fit to lead. So that's why you see in women having to lead relationships more, and they're not happy about it. But let me know what y'all think. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.